What is up, guys? Pinemuffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time we took a bit of a detour on our way to Bariahard. We went to the, which one is this called? The Aqua Shrine, which, once we got to the end of it after fighting some enemies, did give us a little memory fragment. Well, it gave it to Reen, where he got to see bits of the past. The past of Erebonia, the past of Emperor Drykles, where Emperor Drykles first met the Lance Maiden and the Eisenritter. So that was a little interesting. Obviously, there are more bits of memories that we haven't gotten yet because we did not I forgot to go over there in the first two areas that we've been to so far that had shrines. So next time we end up back there sometime down the line in this game, we'll make sure to see those. But for now, we're going to continue. I'm not going to worry about that. For now, we can continue heading on to Bariahard and see what awaits us on our way to finding Eusis. Oh, okay. Phew. Well, we made it all the way through Ebel Highway. This point marks the beginning of the South Cruisin Highway. There doesn't seem to be any fog this far away from Legram, thankfully. Bariahard's not that far off now. You can see the steeples just over there. Excuse me, got hiccups. This is likely where the real challenge begins. We're to set foot in a city ruled by one of the most powerful figures in the Alliance. We must practice extreme caution. Yeah. All it could take is one careless action or word to get us arrested. But how will we even get inside? Oh, don't worry, Emma's got that covered. Yes, that shouldn't pose any trouble. Fortunately, the south entrance isn't likely to be as heavily guarded. You got some kind of plan in mind? I can't guarantee if it'll actually work, but I do. For starters, let's head to the south gate. I'll take care of the rest. Alright. Emma's got some kind of idea. Yep, okay. Yep, the story will progress. Oh, heat wave. That'll work. Weird little fly thing. What? Okay, they have a very high dodge rate, obviously. Can we, like, stop this nonsense? Arts don't seem to ever miss, so I guess that's the trick against those enemies. Okay, a treasure chest up here to the right. Oh. Sorry, you're a bit too slow. Alright, there should be... Okay, there's two more. One of them looks like an enemy chest. Right down here. You are weak to earth. Fire's not gonna do anything to you. That works. Although that was probably something I would have wanted to have wasted for the chest we're gonna end up fighting, but oh well.
お掃除しがいのミルクアガス。
マイアークス駆動。
はあ、私の番だな。
いや、
お任せください。それ。
マイ。
Okay, we're not doing that anymore.
行きます。私の番ですね。
No more random attacks from me.
アークス、私の番だな。アークス駆動。ありがとう。はっ。やっ。
行くぞ。はあ。よし。
Alright.
これで大丈夫だ。
ふむ。宝箱か。
Well, let's see how it goes. What are we fighting? Please don't. No! Okay. Well. I guess we'll hope for the best. I would hope an S-Craft can't miss, but... Oh, okay, we're done. I didn't need to overdrive.
お疲れ様。
リーンさんこそお疲れ様でした。
Ooh, we got a new Master Quartz. What does this one do? Tauros. Damage of attacks and crafts raised. Damage increased by 75%. Oh. Attacks, crafts do more damage, but the delay afterwards is long. So the next time you get a turn, it's going to be longer. So there is a trade-off. Okay. Well, we're almost at the entrance. Guess we'll get one more fight in before we get there.
さあ、かかってくるがよい。
見ろ、今だ。
続きますわ。はい。踊れ、アステルフレア。そなたの感謝を行くぞ。はっ。お任せください。
マイ。
私の行くぞ。はっ。その程度か。精進する。
よし。
Machias level 70. Machias over 10k health. Who else is up there? Oh, Rena's up there as well. Okay. Laura. Wait. Yeah, Laura's almost there. Alright, let's see what happens when we enter the city. We got some guards here, so kind of an issue. Halt. Are you travelers? You could say that, yes. We came here from Legram. Would it be possible for us to enter the city? What, on foot? Not every day we see guys like you. Why didn't you just use the train? Much as we would have liked to, the wait for the next one is simply too long. Thanks to the new regulations, there are hardly any trains running anymore. We found it was actually faster to come by foot. Well, if you say so, you can enter, but we're gonna need to check if any of you are on our wanted list first. We still have reason to believe there are people out there plotting against the Noble Alliance. We can't be too careful. Let's see, where's that list? Emma, are you gonna do something? Whatever her plan was, wasn't she gonna do it? This isn't good. Emma, I know. Excuse me. Could I ask you to look into my eyes for a moment, please? Huh? That's an odd request.
アウディトが言葉に耳を傾け、メウ。
Oh god, her eyes turned yellow. What the? Huh? We're just common travelers, and we aren't on that list of yours. Which means we can pass, right? Why are you still standing there? Go along inside. Just don't go causing any trouble unless you want to find yourselves arrested. Emma has Jedi mind tricks. Thank you very much. Shall we be going? Yeah. Guess we should be glad Emma's not against us. Well, here we are, Barrierheart again. It's been quite a while. What was that? That was like chapter 2 or 3 of the first game? Ew, I was surprised by how well that went. Yeah, feels like it was almost too easy. Then again, I do remember seeing Vita do something similar a while back. What was that? It was a form of hypnosis. I'm just glad I was able to pull it off. Well, that's certainly not something any normal person could do. I was surprised by all the tricks she showed me too. It's nothing fancy, actually. It's certainly nothing compared to Vita's lullabies. For one thing, you can't use it on too many people at once. The more you use it, the more likely they're going to catch on and be on guard for it. Don't rely on it too much. Well, it got us into Barrierheart. That's good enough for me. Thanks a lot, Emma. I doubt we would have gotten this far without you. We should start looking for Eustace. Right. Yeah, I guess over by his house, or his estate would be, by the Albarea estate would be a good start. Walking up to the gate, I don't know if that'd be a good idea. Albarea Family Mansion. A lot of maids. Who do we have here? Is this Duke Albarea? That would be him. The Noble Alliance's advantage in this war remains overwhelming as always. Rufus has achieved much in his position as Chief of Staff as well. But the fact remains that Fool Cayenne is still the one with the most influence and power. Something must be done about this, but what? How? That was your line of thinking when you sent those Jaegers to Ymir, was it? You moved to take Princess Alphen into your custody and use her to replace Duke Cayenne as Supreme Commander of the Alliance. Do you have something you want to say to me, Eustace? You seem very unhappy by the fact I sent them to the hometown of one of your classmates. Not at all, Father. However, I do believe my brother also expressed disapproval of those actions. I humbly ask that you think twice before interfering with any neutral powers in the future. And I would suggest that you think twice before involving yourself in matters that are of no concern to you. Focus on the work you have been given and leave me to do mine. I apologize for speaking out of turn. I must think of something that will allow me to seize his position. I can't allow that pompous halfwit to call himself the Alliance's Supreme Commander for a moment longer. I may need to reconsider how Rufus should be acting in his position as well. I don't believe Rufus is I don't believe Eustace is totally unbothered by what happened. If anything, I don't know if Eustace actually knows what happened to Reen's father, but if he does, he must have tons of blame on himself for it. Well, at least we know where to find him. How are we going to search for clues? Where are we going? Turner's Jewelers, okay. Guess we could check on, well, we definitely want to stay at the end to heal up real quick. We can exchange all this for some Mira. Alright, that works out for me. Oh, we didn't really look to see if there's any familiar faces in here. Michael. No one of extreme interest. The tailoring store. Hey, kiddo. 25 items to be sent to this store. They're all super high quality, too. So it's really, really expensive. It's kind of weird no one pays us right away, though. This shouldn't be happening. Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, they hit you with the damn taxes. Plus, we gotta deal with the nobles prancing around like everything's all fine and dandy. Is that their job or something, to take our Mira and live the good life? Yeah, it does seem like your average, you know, business, you know, owners are really getting hit hard by what the nobles are able to get away with. I believe this is the Orbment Factory. Oh, quite the interesting product we have here. Takes some skill to incorporate orbital technology into traditional design this well. Perhaps I'll purchase one for my room. Well, at least this noble seems to actually plan on purchasing things. Master Samuel's habit of collecting things troops would be troublesome at times. I do not understand why he does not simply order me to purchase whatever he requires. Well, you gotta think of it from his perspective. He wants to just do things on his own. Like, this noble seems to be one of the... I mean, obviously don't know him very well, but... Which color should I go for? Obviously, he's not the kind of noble that's gonna send out and let people do stuff for him. Okay. So, slots for Laura and Emma. Yeah, and all the rest of these are, like, super expensive. Oh, wait. Yeah, I want to at least have all these opened. I guess this doesn't hurt. Okay, who's with us? Okay. Alright, that'll work. Those are the weapons we have on, right? Yeah, okay. Worry about the other stuff later. Alright, let's see what's going on in the jewelry store. This is where we ran into Blue Blanc the first time. Well, before we knew he was... I mean, obviously those of us who knew the games before knew it was Blue Blanc, but Class 7 didn't. And we had to help that guy who the noble was, like, harassing him because the noble wanted that piece of jewelry. It's Colette! Guess I should head back now. Is that you, Colette? Reen? Oh, Emma, Laura, I didn't even know you were in Barrier Hard. We arrived not too long ago, actually. I'm pleased to see you're doing well. Mind if I ask why you're dressed like that? I heard you escaped, but... Yup, I wasn't planning on it, actually, but I got caught up in the moment. I decided to take up a part-time job once I got here. Can't ever go wrong with some spare change, am I right? Oh, Lord. Pretty impressive mindset you've got. Aren't all students from Thor's on the Noble Alliance's wanted list? It's not a big deal here. You're fine as long as you don't stir up trouble. All the people on this street are super sweet, too, so that helps. I'm kind of surprised how quickly I got used to this place. Well, as long as you're alright. Might as well ask now that we found you, too. There's been some rumors spreading about him lately, I guess. What kind of rumors? Not very pleasant ones. Apparently he came back home not that long ago, and he's been helping the Duke ever since, or so they say. I see. What's he helping out with exactly? Well, stuff like how he's been helping command the provincial army in town. Really? That can't be. It's hardly surprising when we take his position into account, I'm afraid. Both his father and brother are focused more on the war than keeping the region itself safe. Perhaps he has taken it upon himself to handle that in their stead. Doing what he can for his region is not out of character for him. We're probably best off asking him about everything face to face. If only we could figure out how to get in touch with him. Looks like you've all got your work cut out for you, huh? But don't give up. I should be heading back to the inn, so I'll catch you guys later. Stop by if you need anything, okay? Thanks, Colette. Oh, so she's not working here at this store, she's working at the inn. Okay, I guess that explains the apron. Guess we should start asking elsewhere. Yeah, let's go. Well, we have some information. Oh my god, look at some of these. It's 50K. Jeez Louise. Oh yeah, wouldn't Eustace's uncle be a good, source of information? Guess it wouldn't hurt to try. Oh, you're Lord Eustace's classmates. Hello, Hammond, it's been a while. Would you happen to know where Eustace is, sir? As his uncle, we figured you, of all people, would have some sort of clue. Well, I know he's back in Barrierheart and staying at the Alborea Mansion. That's as far as my knowledge extends, unfortunately. Might be worth having a look around the mansion to see if we find anything. Perhaps we should focus on gathering more information for the time being, then. Thanks, Hammond. Appreciate the assistance. I wonder if those brat nobles are still hanging around. Yep, they are. Oh, God. Jeez. Could one expect any less with General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius working together with Lord Rufus? Perhaps the bigger question is, who will have the pleasure of crushing the 4th Division once and for all? So these two haven't changed. Duke Alborea is rather intent on taking that glory for himself, too, so I simply cannot wait for the outcome. I'm sorry, Richard. Pipe down, Richard. Yeah, you're a great owner. Guess it wouldn't hurt to check in the church, see if anyone we recognize is in here. Anyone in here? Just a sister. Bruson. Rogar. Archbishop. The teaching bestowed by us, the teaching bestowed upon us by Eidos are timeless. They serve to guide us even through the harshest of times. Come, let us pray. Ugh, Mass, someone get me out of here quick. What's this? I sense a malicious intent toward this holy Mass. Meow. Perhaps I was simply imagining things. I guess the witches aren't the biggest, Eidos fans, or maybe it's just Celine in general. Andre. Hotel manager might have some info for us. Oh, you're all Lord Eustace's classmates, no? I'm afraid you won't find him here, however. He's been awfully busy filling in for Lord Rufus, you see. He's rarely had the time to do much else. Alright, well, it seems like that's gonna be our big information right there. Noble-looking young man and noble-looking girl. Yeah, that's great names. I guess we might get some info over here. Oh. These uniforms are, St. Astrea, I believe. Yep, there you go. We're both students at St. Astrea, you see. But there's been a lot of protests since the war broke out, so our parents made us come back home. But you're still in uniform. It's Barrier Heart Station. We're gonna have no business over there. This street is actually where, they arrested Machias. Are we gonna find another student up here? Oh, yeah. Hey, so you're Teresa is one of the upper class people. Why does father have to be so hard-headed? The least he could do is actually consider things from my perspective. Please be safe, Emily. Teresa, you're here. Reen? What are you doing here? Is Alisa with you? She's not in Barrierheart right now, but I can tell you that she's safe and unharmed. Thank goodness you're okay. Alisa was worried about you. We'll have to tell her about this as soon as we return to Ymir. So you end up getting separated from the others you escaped with? That's right, things were pretty hectic at the time, so... I have no idea what happened to Emily and Ferris, unfortunately. Ferris was the one that was, like, Alice's rival. I'm sure it must have been a relief to come home, at least. I can only imagine how worried your family must have been, too. Well, you could say that. The war is as good as won in the eyes of most nobles. My family's no exception. In fact, they're enjoying life more than ever right about now. It really does go to show you that a lot of the nobles that attended Thor's are seeing life through a different lens than their families, since they saw everything firsthand. Perhaps that is much, especially since, you know, the half a year or so that they spent at Thor's this year, they got to know not just the other nobles that were there, but all the lower class, you know, students as well, so it's a lot different. Heck, I mean, I'm sure even Patrick is not super happy with things going how they are right now. Perhaps that is much to be expected from those in Barrierheart. It is widely known that the Noble Alliance is currently dominating. Father keeps trying to appease me by taking me to fancy restaurants and the like, but the fact that he doesn't understand how I feel makes it painful to even talk to him. That's why I ended up excusing myself. Childish of me, isn't it? Not at all. I understand exactly how you feel. I was the same back when I had no idea what was going on with everybody else. Speaking of which, you wouldn't happen to have any information about Eustace, would you? No, I'm afraid not. I know he's back in Barrierheart, but you probably know that much already. Sorry for not being able to help. Not at all. There's no need to feel guilty. I think I'll head back to the restaurant after all. I might be able to get some information for you through my father's connections. Sorry for making you going out of your way. We do appreciate it, though. Just try not to expect much. We'll probably end up arguing again. I have to admit I'm a bit jealous with all of you. You have the freedom to do what you want. That's precisely why I'd like to ask that you do everything you can for now, both in my and other people's stead. And also, if you happen to come across Emily or anyone else from Thor's, please help them. Of course, that was our intent from the beginning. In turn, we'd like for you to not be so hard on yourself. Thanks. I'll see you all again soon, I hope. Thanks, Teresa. Guess you can't. Yeah, I was literally about to go on about that. Guess you can't shove all nobles under the same label, can you? I'm a bit disappointed you're only realizing that now. Anyway, we should continue searching for clues elsewhere. Right. Yeah, a lot of the nobles from Thor's, of, you know, all of their, you know, their year, like everyone who attended this year, who first years is what I was trying to say for the longest time. A lot of them really aren't that bad. Like, obviously Patrick was an outlier for a while, but he kind of came around towards the end of the first game. But yeah, most of the nobles at Thor's that are first years are a lot better now than obviously they were in the beginning of the game. Yeah, let's check all these shops, by the way. Okay, nothing crazy. I'm looking to see if there's any more of the Gambler Jack books. Okay. Obviously a weapons store here. Oh, these are all the things we're using now. Asagiri. Okay. Oh, bookstore, duh. Okay, cookbook, sure. Gambler Jack 5 and 6. I don't remember how many books there are in the Gambler Jack series, but we'll obviously figure it out. And once we have them all, then I'll definitely set aside a video probably near the end of the game where we just kind of read through them all. It is kind of nice that they put them in multiple games, though. Like, because obviously it's a book series that was published in Libero, but then you actually, you know, can still get it in some of the later games. And there will be something with, like, I know in Cold Steel 4, there's books that are, I mean, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but there are books that are important to the story of Trails into Reverie, so we'll definitely be collecting and reading those. But, yeah. Most of these books have to do with kind of, like, some of them main characters, and some of them side characters.
シャロンさん、どうかしましたか？
いえ、どうかお気になさらず。
Seems Sharon is seeing something or realizing something. But yeah, like obviously most of these books have to do with main characters. Like obviously the Carnelia books have to do with Ein and Toval. Gambler Jack will be a character in the later games that plays more of like a supporting role. So yeah, all the books are, I would say, necessary reading material. Obviously, you can enjoy the characters without it, but if you really want to enjoy the side characters' backs, like full characters, having their backstories does help out. All right, well, I guess our best bet is just head over this way. We'll see what happens when we head over here. May as well take a look here. According to Colette, Eustace should be in right now, but it's far too dangerous to approach the premises. I'm afraid they would restrain us immediately if they find out who we were. Class 7's likely to be much higher on the wanted list than other students from Thor's. And remember our field study read? The Provincial Army's guardhouse is here, so it'd be best if we avoid this area. Let's get out of here before they catch us. Alright, well, I think that's a good stopping point. Next time, we'll go ahead and continue looking around Barrierhard to see if we can meet with Eustace somehow. I mean, my mind still jumps to Eustace obviously found a way to sneak out. So, if there's a way to sneak out of the Alborea Mansion, I would think there's a way to sneak in. So, maybe that's what our characters will find down the line. But that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.